Hi, today we're going to talk about the way out of the mind is the soul. Happiness is inside us and is not determined by what happens outside. So religion comes to us from outside. Therefore, we need to change our thinking to spiritual mindfulness to be happy inside. Religion is all about another person and their experiences, limiting God to forms and actions that are not in our mind. Spirituality is different in that we have our own experience in the different dimensions and depths of God that lead to our soul. Christian mysticism helps us, Christians, change our thinking from religious thinking of do's and don'ts to a spiritual experience that brings light, peace, and harmony. Our life experiences, enjoyable or not, are decided by us within ourselves as we naturally become aware of the higher dimensions. Our happiness is not subject to outside stimuli, controls, or abilities, but the inner awareness that is the ground that sustains, maintains, and bears witness to the diversity in unity. We are not solid, but are made up of vigorous particles, atoms full of energy and life in living space. If we take an atom and blow it up, it has 99% space. For example, the nucleus would be a ping pong ball in the middle of a stadium. In the upper stands of that stadium would be a speck, which is the electron. Quantum physics demonstrates that everything we think is solid is not physical, is not material, but comes forward as being in a field of energy with information that connects us all. If we take away all the space and all the people on Earth, the particles we perceive as solid would all fit in a tennis ball. The subtle energy carrying information that permeates everything and is in everything is one consciousness. This consciousness is witnessing and coming into contact with our material reality from various angles and points of view. We Christians label this consciousness God. God is not observing from above, but is witnessing inside us, internally and externally. Proverbs 5:21 in the Bible says, "For the ways of men are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings." We see faces and bodies, but God sees past our misdeeds, moods, and tears, because God knows us inside and out. Our beauty is not in our clothes we wear, the way we comb our hair, or our physique, but is seen in our eyes, which are the window to our soul. It does not matter what other people think about us, because the one pure consciousness knows us inside and out. People will make us angry, disrespect us, and be mean to us, but don't become what you don't like and seek revenge. Let God deal with it. Allow people to be who they are and allow yourself to be who you are, as the strong walk alone. The universe acts and reacts on a physical level according to the law of cause and effect, because for every action there is a reaction. We don't see it, feel it, or sense it, but everything going on around us is taken care of, so don't worry. Keep a good attitude and don't let other people's fear, bad energy, or bad attitude hold you back. When you go to bed, sleep well knowing the universe knows what we need and in due time will take care of everything. We develop from the inside out spiritually because the teacher is our own soul, our primary support system for guidance and direction. Therefore, we need to shift our focus from the exterior, which is temporary, and makes us anxious to the interior that is eternal and makes us easygoing, serene, and at peace. No one can teach us to be spiritual because we have to enter the divinity within ourselves alone. There are many teachers and religions, and their deepest teaching leads to the soul. Only the approaches are different, which is good because we can choose what is best for us. We only need to shift in the focus of our mind and spend more time on our internal self and less on the external. To find this direction in our life, we just have to reduce the distractions in our mind by rising above thinking. Intellectual thinking only takes us so far, but when we observe our thoughts in the here and now, we shift from the thinking mind to awareness in consciousness. Abraham Maslow improved his pyramid of hierarchy by stating that actualization gives rise to transcendence, transcendence to consciousness at the top of the pyramid. We need to trust our soul and our inner ability to observe in consciousness, without judgment, in a conscious unity with the whole universe. When we are in this state of unity, we can go anywhere, no matter how far, and still be at home and at peace. We all reach a state where we evolve above our physical and mental identities and realize we are our awareness. This happens in our mindfulness of the present moment. This attention to the here and now expands and deepens our senses and presence. Spirituality comes from our soul, our inner vision, our consciousness that observes our unity with the universe and observes our thinking mind. On the surface, we only see so far on the horizon, and these limits bother us in our mind. People bother us in our mind. But in our soul, it doesn't matter, because we are beyond the mind. Our soul consciousness lets things take their own course, allowing them to come and go on the surface, knowing we are one. This allows us to live in peace at the start and end of any enterprise in the present. Step back from the mind, let awareness act through you, and observe everything falling into place. This is similar to a sports person, dancer, musician, or writer trusting the consciousness to flow through them into what they are doing, so they achieve without doing. By allowing the mind to relax, they enter their natural state of being already at ease, savoring the stillness of being. They apply the best ways and means to manage the present situation for impressive joy in what they are doing now. We don't have to force anything in life, as decisions take place and come to pass with not one thing being left undone. Trusting in the soul consciousness, our responses are appropriate, effortless, and everything seems to fall in place. The soul consciousness is a constant high, a continuous experience of unity with everything in the relaxed state of grace. It happens occasionally because we fall into the state of unity, and then our separate identity comes back, blocking the state of grace. Our natural state is unity consciousness that we label God, and it is always there. So Christian mysticism helps us to regain this direct experience. It helps us to be unattached and just let thoughts and things come and go without judgment, content, and clear, because we realize that we are in God. After this experience, we are the same as we were before the experience, but we are clear, natural, and not constrained by our misconceptions. 6. That the righteous of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. I'll read it one more time. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they are after the flesh do not mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. There's nothing more valuable with greater consequence than awakening to the soul and realizing we are not the mind, but the consciousness that observes it. Albert Einstein says, "The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious, the fundamental emotion which stands at the cradle of true art and true science." If you have this experience in the consciousness of the soul, united in one consciousness with everything, then all other desires decrease in this ocean of pure consciousness.